What's up, everyone? This is Black Naginashi here with your Adventure Quest video, and this is a special video actually because I don't know if you noticed, but this is Black Naginashi X in the flesh. Um, but on my new channel, I am the Black Double D. I know that I previously addressed myself as Royal Rain, which is a name that I still claim. I decided to go ahead and change my channel name to the Black Double D because I feel like that fits me better. Um, I'm a big Eddie fan, and the reason why I say that is because ever since I was like a little kid, I loved Eddie, and Double D was one of my favorite characters. For his intellect in particular, honestly, and to a degree, I can definitely relate with him. So that is what led me to change my new channel's name. Um, so I'm here to actually finally do that commentary video that I've been talking about across a couple of my videos that I've been making as of recently. I know that my consistency has been sporadic, but life has just been lifing, and I've just been waiting for an opportunity to just like sit down and actually talk to whoever is watching. I don't want to say talk to you guys like I have a really big audience because I know I don't. And it's all good. I mean, I've been used to it, but at the same time, I still wanted to brief those that are watching because I do see that I get some type of views, which is shocking. It's not the amount that it would have been back then if this game was truly in its prime, even though it's not really doing bad if you ask me. Um, but it's not doing what it was doing back then. Everyone knows how Adventure Quest was doing back then, especially considering the audience and the player base. Yeah, not saying that the player base now is not you know good. If anything, I feel like the player base now might be a little better, but that's because there's a lot of modern day folks that's playing, and I'm just saying like wow, like you guys actually really like this game the way that you guys character pages are looking. It's not a bad thing, of course, by the way, but yeah. But I just wanted to touch bases on how I've been doing. So in the beginning of the year, I actually suffered a loss in the family. Um, I'm just gonna say that he was a semicolon victim, and that is unfathomable. I actually recently, when I say recently, like basically like before I started recording this video recently, found out that one of my other family members died a year ago. This was during a social media hiatus. I was not on social media at this time to know, I guess, right away, if that is applicable. Um, so that got me just, I don't want to say out of commission, but it just got me even more in my thoughts than I already was. Um, it's really complex and it's a lot to mention that it's honestly too deep for this video. But I'm staying strong, of course. I'm staying strong. Um, alongside that, I've just been going through my life trials and tribulations and things of that nature. Um, I know the last time I made a video like this, minus the face cam, I was talking about my standpoint on AQ YouTube, and I know I had a different mindset back then. I'm not saying that my mindset back then was bad, but at the same time, people evolve, they grow. And at that time, I was 23. I'm actually about to be 27 next month. Um, if I remember correctly, I think it's the second Monday. Let me see. Yep, the second Monday of March. So uh, it just feels weird that I've been playing this game for almost 16 years. Um, and I've seen a lot as far as this game. I've taken many hiatuses from the game. I've gotten bored of the game. I've gotten like, a flame for the game. Um, and throughout my time of content creation, I guess, Um, I've mainly been a lone wolf. I still am a lone wolf. People do be recognizing me like every once in a blue moon. Honestly, I don't want to say here and there because it's really not that frequent. But the times that people do um notice me, I definitely feel good about myself from that because at least I had some type of impact. Even though my purpose now is for something greater than Adventure Quest content, the reason why I'm even doing this is for a greater purpose than this, which is my current channel, which is not this one. This is my legacy channel. My current channel is the Black Double D. I feel like my greater purpose is there because there's some things that I want to cover on that channel. Um, I was considering migrating this over to that channel as well, but I don't think that I'm going to do that because um, I don't know. I just don't think it will make sense, at least for right now. Now, if it finds its way over there, then yeah, that'll be a different story, and that'll of course be noted. But for now, Adventure Quest is staying strictly over here. Um, but I did this because this is where I began. This is where I started with, wanting to create content. Because I found a game that I liked, and I seen other people playing this game, and I felt strongly, what was actually true, if you ask me. I felt strongly they was playing this game way better than I was. Um, and watching the legends and folks come up. Uh, I learned a lot and I made some pretty good folks. I don't want to say friends. Not saying that you guys are my friends, but at the same time, you know, people are only but so close, on the internet. You get what I mean? So, all I'm gonna say is, um, basically everyone has my respect. That's all I'm gonna say. Everyone has my respect. Um, even if it isn't reciprocated, as long as it's not displayed. You feel me? Um, but yes, everyone has my respect. Um, a lot of folks have came a long way. A good amount of folks just stopped playing. But I mean, I get it. Life happens. Um, so yeah, so that's something I meant to mention as well. So I have a notepad next to me because there's a couple things that I wanted to touch bases on. Um, so I know that I had a certain standpoint in my last video talking about where I stood with AQ and UT. And this will be an updated one as well. So here's how I feel about Adventure Quest in itself. Um, how do I feel about Adventure Quest? I feel like Adventure Quest, weirdly enough, and this is surprising for me to admit, only because I think because I've been playing a lot more as of recently, which is weird to say. Um, I think the game is in good shape for the most part. Um, I am skimming through the forums and I'm seeing people having their, opinions on like a lot of things. I'm not gonna lie, like that's a lot to go over because people be writing like news articles in the forums in a regular discussion, which is not a problem, but that's not to go over, especially like, when you have a busy life and things of that nature. Not saying that I, can't read because I can definitely read it, but that's a lot. So I had to skim over a good amount of things that people, write. It depends on the situation, of course. But if it's a lot to read at once, like, yeah, no, I'm not doing all that. But I know that people have issues with like how the game is going in certain departments, and I do understand. Um, but to my greatest knowledge, and I'm pretty sure this is true, um, there's not much staff currently, and I'm pretty sure it's been that way for a while. Um, so me knowing that it helps me cut them a lot of slack because I had certain opinions about how certain things operated in the game. Particularly, I guess the sweep. I felt like the sweep was a pretty hot topic at the time. Um, Particularly before it happened, of course. Um, but it didn't stop me from loving the game. Like even with my hiatuses, I just got really bored of the game. You know, I'm pretty sure it happens to a lot of folks as far as other things aside from AQ. Um, so I'm here to basically help perfect my craft and to grow into my niche because I haven't made videos in a long time, especially commentaries in particular. But overall, but particularly commentaries, um, and I want to do more commentary style type things, which is honestly the opposite of what I would expect from myself because I'm an introverted extrovert. Um, I could be I said extrovert. I'm sorry, that came off completely wrong. What I really meant to say was I am a introverted ambivert. That's what I was really trying to say. I'm an introverted ambivert. I can be extroverted, but I can feel when I seep into my introverted ways and I close myself off like just naturally. Um, it's bad, but yeah. Typically, I would prefer to make like a video with no voiceover or nothing like that over a commentary. Not saying that I wouldn't want to, but it just wasn't my preference, honestly. And I wasn't motivated enough as far as Adventure Quest YouTube. But now, because I'm doing this for a greater purpose, I have an assignment that I have to do, um, and I will make sure that it gets done. So, yeah, this is basically the beginning of a new beginning. Um, so, where am I headed moving forward as far as Adventure Quest YouTube? So I haven't really been getting many views on my videos so far, honestly. I don't know if I guess lateness plays a part. If it does, my deepest apologies. Again, life happens. Um, Also, P.S. I'm a dad. Um, a new dad at that too. So it's quite the weight I have to carry, and I mean, it's obvious to be understood that you can't prioritize, adventure quests when you got plenty of other life problems, you know. But when it's time, I'm not going to say I'm always be right here playing adventure quests. Don't get me wrong, like, I love the game, but there's other things to do. You feel me? Pretty sure anybody can agree to that. But I don't think that me having a low amount of views is going to stop me from making videos because when I said that this is my final return, I meant that. And this is the final return, whereas though it's not going to be, oh, this is my final return for a certain amount of time that I'm stopping. No, this is my final return to whereas though I'm going to keep making videos for as long as this game is interesting enough for me to click on here to even check out the game, to check out the updates, to, just even play the game. Um, as long as I'm playing this game, is going to be videos, even if they are late, because life happens. But I still want to work on putting videos on, so it can help me get better at what I really want to do. You know. Also, my thoughts on the events, because I know at one point in time I wasn't really too fond of the Adventure Quest events. Honestly, I'm just going to give them a try anyway. Um, I'm not going to judge them, off its cover because maybe some of those quests were storyline quests. I'm pretty sure they were because there's some quests I'm a billion percent certain that I probably did not really utilize or see yet because I haven't explored far and wide enough on the travel map and things of that nature. But that's okay because I'll get to it whenever possible. Um, but I definitely will partake more because I still have a passion for this game. Um, so I don't know if you guys can notice here, but yes, I definitely still have um, a decent passion for the game. Um, but little do you folks know that was actually recent. Um, Now, if you guys are wondering what I'm talking about the Z tokens. Um, that was actually recent. Before that, it may have been like little like I guess chump change here and there, but um, I made a pact, another pact to myself. Like I keep making all these promises and pacts to myself as far as this game in particular, but it's something about this game. But this is a pact that I made to myself. So after I obtained this amount of Z tokens, I had 50,000, but I got a couple of things. I'm trying to save my Z tokens honestly, but so the pact is this: at some point of time, um, in this final return era, I want to cash in a money in the bank and get um a specific amount of Z tokens on top of something else, and that will be the amount of Z tokens I use to um basically get odds and ends that I need on a game. Um, so I can carry more items and so I can get as many Z token items that I like as possible because when the time comes, um, I actually would like to pass this account on. Um, that's if this game is even, not saying that the game is not going to do well in the future. I'm not hoping that at all, by the way. But at the same time, you can't assume that either. So hopefully, AQ or AE doesn't see this and take offense, but I'm just being real. If Adventure Quest is still going in like 5 years, basically, then um, we'll see what happens. So yeah, I just want to enjoy the game like I did when I was 11 years old. Honestly, I'm going through something life wise actually. Overall, it's complex because there's a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, who doesn't go through a whole bunch of stuff? That's a whole bunch, a lot of stuff. That's funny, but no, for real. Who doesn't go through a whole bunch of stuff? Um, but um, I think one of the biggest reasons why I play Adventure Quest is because it takes me to when I was 11 years old. Times were easier. Times were easier even before then too. But at that particular time, I felt like it was like I was about to walk in to a room that's like one way, and I couldn't turn back because I was 11 years old. I wasn't at my adolescent years yet, but I was definitely approaching my adolescent years, and time just started flying from there. And now, you know, as I stated earlier, I'm about to be 27 next month, and it's crazy, man. Like, um, I never would have thought I would be sitting here personally, like talking on a Facecam, still playing a game that I started playing when I was 11. Like that is crazy. Um, but again, I'm here for a reason. I am here for a reason, man. Um, so as far as Adventure Quest, um, where do I begin? So I did do their okay. So I did do the new quest, the new Snugglefest quest, Love and Thunder. But I decided that I wanted to do it on one video or commentary for you guys to see, just so it could be more entertaining. Because I originally was just gonna make the video, but that's because I thought I would have my commentary out sooner, but things happen. So yeah, let me go ahead and do this. I had to turn the sound off only because it's a commentary and I would like people to hear me. So, but yeah, I did Love and Thunder already. Um, we're gonna do this actually this way first. Um, so I probably did added some stuff in the event shop, which is pretty cool. Um, I definitely checked it out earlier. Um, when I was in the forums earlier, excuse me, when I was in the forums earlier, um, I was talking to a few folks about Z token recommendations because I had the Z tokens that I have, and they was recommending the Sheriff. I almost said the pet, the armor, but in my mind I was looking at it. I was like, that's definitely a defensive armor, but I'm hesitant on whether or not I want to get it. Um, I don't know. I don't know personally. I really want to get like a rare Z token item. That's really what it is. I want to find a nice rare Z token weapon or armor, for keeps. I should have changed my armor. It's okay. Um, I definitely don't play this as often as I forgot to change the names to my pets. It's okay. But I definitely don't play this as much as I used to. Like when I first started playing this game, I used to play this game so much, like so much, and I would just be on point with everything. I'm not gonna say I'm not on point now. Um, but at the same time, I am not the sharpest anymore in this game. But that's because I don't play it every day, and I know that the game has updated to a certain degree. Um, but at the same time, I'm not too far behind though. Like I've caught up to a certain degree. I have a good idea of the meta and how the game is updated. Um, but yeah, I am okay. I remember that I definitely switched out my ice armor. So I definitely meant to bring it up too. So I recently obtained the Twisted Dragonfire sword. Uh, some time ago, I was talking about how I didn't mind old items coming back, even despite it being a copy, because if that was the case, I wouldn't be using my Twisted Juvenile Void Dragon. But I want to touch base um on why I feel the way I feel about it. Because in both of these cases, I happen to miss both of these items. The original Dragonfire sword and the original Juvenile Void Dragon. But I feel strongly that I was not on the game. I wasn't playing Adventure Quest at the time. I had to not been playing because for me to miss these items is crazy. Like I would not have passed up on the original Dragonfire sword, and definitely not the regular Juvenile Void Dragon. Might as well. And I don't even know. I think I did switch it out. So I guess I have to just use the platinum. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't have passed up on that. Either that or I did not have the golden gift boxes because you know I I am not an avid Z token buyer at all. Like even back then when I was buying Z tokens a little bit more, I still wasn't. There's folks on this game that pay bank for Z tokens. And in my mind, I'm just like, man, like I've never seen people have higher Z token amounts than their actual gold amounts. By the way, I am exaggerating a bit because we all know how much gold we can have in total, but at the same time, people be having like an immense amount of Z tokens. And in my mind, I'm just like, man, that's crazy. But hey, I ain't hating, man. I ain't hating. Um, so yeah, I'm not an avid Z token buyer, so there was no way I could have just bought Z tokens and got the items at the time when they were released. So either way, that's probably the case. But when I seen those weapons back then, I was like, dang man, like how could I have missed out on that? Like that's crazy. Like I was really hurt about that. Um, I'm doing all this preparing just to kill this monster in one turn. I know it's extra, but I don't care. But yeah, man, like that's crazy. Um, but at the same time, at least they re-released him, and plus, honestly, the twisted version of the Dragonfire sword really doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad at all. I just wish I had the original, of course, but I mean, I'll take this over no Dragonfire sword. That's just the best way to look at it. Um, yeah, but the Z tokens that I do have, and whenever I do utilize that opportunity to get additional Z tokens, I'm definitely just gonna save my Z tokens and just get every item that I really really like and just not ever get rid of it. Because I've had decent Z token items that I could have kept, but I decided to get rid of them. But I feel like one of the items that I got rid of, I think the highest level for that particular weapon was 120, and I'm 150 now, so I'm not gonna say there's no point, but there's no point other than novelty purposes, which I don't mind. But yeah, that was the Opal Scythe. I was so hurt actually when I got rid of that weapon. Um, it's been so long since I had it. I don't even remember if it was melee or ranged. I feel like I feel like it was melee. I really feel like it was melee. I might have to look up the info subs. Um, yeah, let me look at the info subs. I really feel like it was melee. They had a magic toggle. Oops. Okay. It's not trying to pop up. Okay, so maybe I should just look it up in AQ Encyclopedia. This is kind of the long way, but at the same time, if you skip some pages, you get to it quick. Yeah, it's really been so long since I've been playing this game consistently, and it sucks because I really want to be up to date with everything to the point where I can start helping the forums and adding photos of missing items or images and things of that nature. Like I want to do stuff like that. I've been wanting to do stuff like that for a while, but again, life just be having me in a chokehold that I don't be having the time to do so. Um, but at the same time, it's okay. It's all good. Still searching for the Apple site. I'm on E right now. I'm trying to move us. Actually, but yeah, no, I got a better idea. So let me just click on here because that's gonna take too long. Let's see. Have it pulled up with the quickness. I really wish there was a really cool Z token weapon or armor out that was going rare soon or something. It's so crazy because when I don't have the Z tokens, which is like a majority of the time, everything is just released. Yeah, get this. with Z tokens. It goes rare in 2 weeks. It's super powerful. You won't ever have to get rid of it. Man, as soon as I get the Z tokens, nothing is out but a whole bunch of hedgehogs and groundhogs. But honestly, I'm not complaining. It's cool. Um, those pets probably really powerful hockey. Okay, now I'm here. Finally. Yep, melee. Yeah, so it was a melee in Magic Toggle. I figured. 'Cause I was like, wait a minute, I don't think it was range. We don't even have a range toggle. So yeah, Opal Scythe was a weapon that I really liked as Z tokens, and I got rid of it forever ago. The highest level of it was 120 though, so but no, I won't do nothing like that again, especially not this time around. Yeah, like every Z token item that I obtain from this point forward, I'm not getting rid of it. You know, especially if it's going rare. But if it's not going rare, then yeah, the chances of me getting rid of it has increased because I really just want rares. I mean, the game is not just about rares. I mean, I know this. I mean, obviously, but at the same time, uh, this game goes way back for me, and rares are a big part of the way a lot of people play. But I know that now people have modernized items coming back and things of that nature. And honestly, it's not too bad. It's not a bad idea because everyone can be included, but at the same time, there will always be a small level of division because there will be people who have the original item, and there's people like myself who have second generations of items that were released prior but missed, because of lack of tokens or whatever the case may be. But them releasing these, copies, it'll help maintain the item's novelty whilst at the same time still catering to the player base, which is honestly fair. Because it's better than not releasing it at all. Then you would have people complaining about an item being potentially more powerful than that of more obtainable items, off the fact that not only that it's rare, but the fact that it's a special type of item. That's what's going to make it even more um, controversial. You know, and I'm pretty sure that that is what AQ is trying to avoid. Um, so yeah. Um, but I'm not against getting certain copies of items, but like for me personally, is a cutoff. Like, not saying that I'm gonna get mad at AQ or something like that if they keep releasing copies of certain things, but I'm saying like for me, it's a cutoff. Like, if I notice that something's a copy of something that is super unique and can't be replicated, then I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna obtain the item because if I need an item, of course I'm gonna obtain it. But if I don't need to obtain it, but I can obtain it, but I have the choice not to obtain it, I'm not gonna obtain it. That's just how it is. Um, but yeah. So this time period in AQ is gonna be definitely different. With that, uh, I'm gonna give a side note and a potential a potential spoiler. Depends on how things go, of course. So the first thing is the side note. If you look at my character's avatar, my character has green eyes and he has a black hood on. Those are the colors that my cousin wore, and I feel like green was his favorite color. Green is one of my favorite colors, but it's not my favorite color, but it's definitely one of my favorite colors. That and teal. Um, but I believe it was my cousin's favorite color. Um, but yeah, black and green is the colors that my cousin was wearing in one of the pictures that was on his obituary. Um, So in commemoration of him, I have decided to make those my colors, even for my my default or my no drop. Let's see. So yeah, I miss my cousin, man. Like, I'm not even gonna get into it right now because it's a lot, man. And this video is really the biggest reason why I'm holding it together too. But I'm gonna keep going for him. Keep going for him, you know. Um, I know that's what he would want, you know. Um, but yeah. So yeah, man. So how am I going to do Adventure Quest videos and videos on my current channel? So here's how. Oh wow, that was actually pretty powerful. So here's how it's gonna go. So I have some things in my mind that I'm brainstorming that I'm gonna put into motion. As far as my new channel. Um, Once the momentum gets started with that, I'm going to be prioritizing that channel because you know there's something I really need to get done on that channel, and um, just know that it's gonna be a lot of positivity that comes out of it. This is a really creepy cloud. Mm, okay, all right, but yeah, this is a really creepy cloud. This is funny, but it does not mean that I'm going to stop making adventure quest videos. Of course, I'm still going to make videos, but I just really want to prioritize the newer channel. Um, I'm definitely going to try to. Uh, I'm definitely going to try to make adventure quest videos, especially around the time that the event comes out. I'm going to try to do better with that, depending on my timing and time management, because that's definitely a thing. Um, if I can get it out quick, cool. If not, I will definitely still try. I will definitely still try. Because why not? Like I said, I'm here for final return. Um, I'm definitely going to be continuing to work on some things over time. So, to those that remain on this channel, stay tuned for updates coming to the channel because, like I said, I'm not stopping this time around. I'm not. Um, so as far as Snugglefest is concerned, I'm going to do you know, the last of these event quests so I can view the shop for you guys. Um, I'm pretty sure everyone knows what the shop looks like at this point, even if it's not off the top of your head, just for the most part, because I mean it is a seasonal shop, but I'm still gonna show it anyway. Um, then after that, I'm gonna do the Love and Thunder quest. Like I said, I've done it already. But I'm just gonna do it on recording this time around. So hopefully you guys enjoy the footage. Um, if not, then dang, man, like dang, you ain't like it. But I mean, nothing has 100% approval rate anyway, so you know that's just what it is. This game has really changed so much. So speaking of changes, because this just came in my head, and I feel like I thought about this for a while. So actually, two things now. So I feel like Adventure Quest, well AE, I feel like they should make this panel. I don't know if the cursor is showing right now because this is my first time using OBS to record and actually like post. Um, but where it shows my HP, MP, and SP. I feel like they should customize that. They should make it so where you can change the colors of it, or change the look of it. I feel like that'll make the game a lot more interesting. Um, I don't know if they should make it to where as though you can customize the enemies and make theirs look different, or have everything look the same. I don't know, but I feel like that'll be great. I low key might add that as a suggestion in the forums. I don't know if it'll get acknowledged though, honestly. I don't want to say that the staff is funny with acknowledging things. It just depends on the situation. I know that if they can help, they will. And I'm not just saying it either. I'm saying it actually genuinely. Like even despite, you know, me, I don't even want to say rebelling. I'm just gonna say being opinionated, and being opinionated, especially, when it comes to like the forums, is a pretty thin line between oh, you being disrespectful or you're being combative, and well, in reality, people just have strong personalities, but you can't come on too strong in the forums, or they're gonna think that you're trying to throw a Molotov. Um, yeah, but yeah, so they're doing um pretty good, like genuinely. Like I don't mean that in a sarcastic way at all. They're genuinely doing good. Um, in fact, I'm actually shocked because at a time when I first got back on Adventure Quest, I was like, "Yo, what happened to the MRM?" I was not feeling that at first because I'm like, "Bro, oh my goodness, this dude is doing mad damage too." Okay. I don't even like having to play super strategic with regular monsters, but they've changed everything so much that you kind of have to a certain degree. All right, so give me a second. All right, so let me do a little something. All right, so but yeah, they changed the MRM, and at first it just felt like the monsters is kept blocking, and I'm just like, yo, why would the staff do this? Like why would you guys make the monsters block more when the monsters already received a buff some time ago to their damage? I remember that the monsters received a previous buff, and now they got another one. But honestly, uh, I got used to it. I'm not gonna lie, I got used to it because it's really not too bad. Um, I don't know what further changes they plan on making. As far as like stats. I don't know if you guys noticed too, but I am now a lucky beast warrior. Uh, because dexterity no longer benefits every stat, well, every main stat as far as like strength, intellect, dexterity. Dexterity is no longer the um the mitochondria um of the stats as far as accuracy. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's no longer the powerhouse of accuracy when it comes to those main stats. It's now its own stat when it comes to ranged, and I believe that it plays a part in pets accuracy, which is quite interesting. Um, I didn't always know that information until some time ago, and when uh, when I figured it out, I was like, okay, that makes sense. Because I mean, my pets, now that I have max charisma, my pets hit pretty hard, which is, I'm not gonna lie, it's surprising because I did not expect that at all. I thought that my pets was, gonna be a bit lackluster, but no, that damage is right. That's right. Um, yeah, they miss sometimes, but it's not to the point where I'm really gonna want dexterity as a stat. I think it's perfectly fine, but I do feel like um they should probably implement the accuracy into the charisma, but then at the same time, I feel like that could constitute a potential N word, which is a nerf um, to charisma and pets. But at the same time, I mean, pets they need to do the damage that they're doing, in order to, what I'm saying, to prevail or to help prevail in battle. Like, look at this. I don't think that these defenses was like that previously, but they definitely are now. Uh, but honestly, I feel like pets are in a pretty good place. I don't think that they're overpowered in no way, shape, or form. Like, I don't think they're overpowered. I just feel that they're in a good place. Okay. I think they're in a pretty good place. Um, in fact, pets are quite slept on. Oh my goodness. Yeah, these pets are actually pretty good. And then it's even better because it's a hedgehog. It's Sonic. Sonic is one of my favorites. So it's kind of cool to have like an actual Sonic theme type equipment in the form of a pet. Even though yes, you got to pay gold for it to attack, but I mean, think about it. Like being at max level, and I have almost the highest amount of gold in the game. Not like character wise, you get what I mean. Um, it's really nothing, honestly. It's definitely nothing. So this is the Snugglefest shop. Um, again, like I haven't really been playing like crazy, so it's almost hard to tell which items are returning and which items are new or updated. Because I feel like this is definitely a update. The Mighty Heartbreaker Axe. Because I know that the old version with the old art of this is like it was like a pink heart looking axe. I don't know why. Back then, when I first seen that weapon, I really wanted it a lot. I thought it was cool for some reason. Um, but it's just a basic fire axe. Okay, wow, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, but none of these items really pique my interest, like genuinely. Um, and it's not that I think they're weak or anything. Just I don't know. Okay, people were saying good things about this, but I know that's I feel like this is catered to mages. There's an armor here that folks are trying to recommend to me. This armor here, the Sheriff. Hmm. It looks like it is defaulted to win. I mean, see, and that's the thing about this versus the Fusion plate. Um, both of these armors are fully defensive. Fujin has an ability to, increase your defenses. Sherab is already naturally defensive, it looks like. Excuse me. Um, hmm, I might have to look into this a little bit more because, like, I might get it. Like, I don't want to not get it, and it could be actually useful. Uh, that's a mistake I don't want to make. But I mean, it is in a Snugglefest shop, so it's a seasonal item, you know. But I'm trying to separate the need or I guess want for rarity from the item actually being good because the item actually being good could really mean more than the item just being a rare. You know, it's just I really like rares. Like I mean, can you really go wrong with rares? Like, can you go wrong? Um, have I did all of this already? I feel like I have. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Almost forgot. So the second thing that I wanted to give a light spoiler on. If things go right, expect these expect these three colors, three or four colors. So blue, purple, green, teal. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. But now, if it's three, then blue, purple, and I ain't gonna lie, it is definitely a tie between the green and the teal for the third. But all I'm gonna say is whichever one of those come out on top, you'll know. But yeah, so that's the only hint I'm gonna give as far as that. That's if that happens. But if it happens, you guys will definitely know, and I will definitely make a video on it, guaranteed. That's my word on that. Um, yeah. So I don't know. Like I really, mm, I mean, I guess I have time to a certain degree. I mean, it's about to be the end of the month actually, in about 9 days. Actually, damn, it's crazy. So I have a bit of time to decide, but if not, then it's okay. I'm not really too big on it because if I'm this hesitant on it, then maybe I'm not gonna say I don't need it, but maybe I don't want it that bad, you know. So um, this time we're going to do the Love and Thunder quest. So if I was to start doing commentaries more, I would probably have to do some research on the forums because so much has changed on this game. Uh, I really wouldn't know where to begin. And if people do actually reach out and ask for like help or advice, I honestly doubt it at this point personally. And that's not even just like me doubting myself. I'm just being real. But if that does happen, I will definitely do better to help because I looked at old videos that I've had and people really have asked me for help. But it was multiple people and I was high key overwhelmed. It wasn't that I was ignoring people, I was overwhelmed. Not in a bad way per se, but I wasn't used to the fact that I was actually getting attention. Um, I didn't know how to, you know, I didn't know how to deal with it honestly. Um, I should have, taken advantage of the opportunity and actually, help people. But I was just all over the place, and that's a mistake I will not make again. Most definitely not. And I definitely have no problem telling people if I don't know something. Because I mean, that's really the true mark of intelligence, admitting that hey, you may not have it all together, but can you, help a brother out? You know, uh, yeah. And then I have another suggestion too, which is to have a customizable attack menu. Like you can actually customize it yourself, and they need to add more basic ones as well. Like Adventure Quest, for it to be a single player game, like I'm not gonna say that it doesn't have the things that it should, because I mean maybe the engine can handle only but so much customization and adjustments. But at the same time, I feel like the game would be a lot more enjoyable if it was way more person like if it was more customizable. Like yes, we have color customizable armors and weapons and stuff here and there, but that's not common. Then, we have a lot of templated type items or templated type, menus in the game to where as though you can't really make it look different, But I feel like they save that type of talent and creativity on games like Adventure Quest Worlds, which is honestly perfectly fine because I mean, at least you can play with other people on there. But I feel like Adventure Quest, in a way, could at least do a little something, um, just by it being a legacy game, and just make it even more exciting for the people that still plays this game after countless years. Um, like they could definitely add more colors to the Guardian plates. Like they added purple some time ago. That's one color. Do you know how many colors there is? They need to add the color spectrum or something when you're customizing your armor. Add you know, make different customization items or options to make everyone's character stand out even more. You feel me? Because I don't know. I just think that would be a great addition to the game. Like Adventure Quest, in my opinion, I feel like they did an amazing job with how they did the character faces now. Because back then, not saying that the faces looked bad, but like when the game first began, of course they were, very old quality. So of course we wanna, appreciate it. Um but when it got to that mid stage where they had like the regular faces, it was just a whole bunch of those. And when that warp force glitch came out, I didn't partake in that. Um and then by the time I found out about it, it was already over, so I couldn't even do it even if I wanted to, you know. And at that time, the warp force faces were more like a rarity because you could not obtain them in the game. But then AE made it possible for the warp force faces to be used in game because they released the faces, and now the warp force faces don't have that same like that rarity, which is honestly okay because I mean at least now everybody can get the warp force face. But I guess people like that feeling like, oh, only we was able to get it through a special, circumstance, which is honestly fine. I mean, I get it. I get it. You know, that's pretty cool though. But yeah, what they did with the faces was really, really dope. I feel like they could do that with the armors, the guardian armors, and maybe just maybe uh like make an option to change the design, the actual design of the Blade of All. Like bring the really old one back, but like kind of remaster it a bit, and then bring the one in between. Now, that one, that version of the Blade of All was tough. That version of Blade of All was it was a chef's kiss, man. It was definitely a chef's kiss for sure. But as far as the two suggestions that I mentioned earlier, as far as the HUD and the attack menu, I might put it in the forums. Uh, I don't want to say that I specifically am getting ignored because I'm pretty sure other folks may have been getting ignored as far as stuff too. But at the same time, I can't help but feel like what's the use of trying to put this as a suggestion when it's going to get ignored? Now, granted, they definitely, even though it took some time, but I still appreciate it like to the utmost. They definitely implemented my suggestion to add the classic and modern sound toggle, which is awesome. I definitely appreciate that. Like that was that actually made my day. Like that made man, they have no idea, man. But I don't know. Like I feel like customizing the attack menu in the character HUD, the character and monster HUD. Um, I feel like that might be a tall order, and it might not be able to even be done. But if it can, that would be great. But if not, at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised. Um, so yeah, just doing some brainstorming. Um, yeah, man, I am still just at a loss for words. Time is really moving, man. Like I remember how adventure courses used to look, and it definitely didn't look anything like this. Graphics, you know, everything is crazy, man. So, um, after this video, I'm not sure when the next time I'll be making a video, at least here on this channel. Um, I anticipate making a video probably when the Blondie War comes out. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a Blondie War this year. It's always a Blondie War. Um, so as far as the warring part, I'm not really a big warmonger. Obviously, I've tried a couple times. It's not too bad, but it's time consuming. You know, life happens. If I could, if I could spare the time, you know, it's not a problem. I have the patience now, but in general, I don't have the time, so probably not. Uh, but for the Blondie War, I definitely will try to make a video. If it's a Blondie quest, though, still gonna make a video. Either way, it's gonna be a video. If there's any videos in between, um, I'll just release it. I'm not even gonna even say anything. I won't even announce it because again, I'm trying to work on just doing it and not announcing every move I make before I make them. Because sometimes when you put certain energies into the air, it saps the positive energy, and you don't want to have your positive energy sapped. So that's something I'm trying to implement um, among myself as well, so I can flourish, properly the way I really need to and want to and deserve to. Uh, yeah, and I've been using this on Groundhog's barrier ability. Um, maybe I could use it when she does that dazing attack because this Groundhog is strong, bro. That's crazy. It's worth the Z tokens. Definitely worth it. I never thought I would be spending Z tokens on a pet. I mean, have I ever spent Z tokens on a pet before? I feel like I'm. I want to say I have. Yes, I have. I bought the except no, I haven't. The old Void Drac. Okay, that's a little less damage, but I'm still dazed. But at least I get to take less. Okay, this is dope, bro. So I decided to use the Nightmare Plate instead of the Santarctic or the Santa Avenger because I just wanted to use the Nightmare Plate. Honestly, like it just looks cool. Um, I could have used the Santa Avenger, but didn't really want to. And I think I used it when I did this quest the first time. So I think I want to just do a different way. Plus, this armor is not weak. It's pretty strong. It's only almost 1 a.m. on a Saturday night. Well, Sunday now, right? Yep, Sunday. Whew, man, I gotta find more of them things, right? No. All right. I think I'm gonna see. Better yet, gather more SP. Wait, I could have just used missile tournament. It's okay. Actually, let's see. I really wish the groundhog. That was perfect. I really wish the groundhog would attack the monster while still making me defensive. But then maybe that would be OP, or maybe they'll just make the damage weak or something. But honestly, I'm good with how the groundhog is now. Like it's a really powerful pet. Really powerful pet. And then even better, my favorite part about this groundhog is the fact that it has the cave hat on, the cave helmet or hat with the light on. That's crazy. Like the light is on, bro. That's dope. That's crazy, man. Pretty powerful pack. I'm actually like extremely impressed because it's a pet. Like I usually don't really, um, I don't really. Better yet, let me reword. I'm not the fondest of, um, I guess buying pets with Z tokens, but at the same time, because I'm a beast build now, and not even just that, I don't mind it. Like I'm more open to it by default. But then not even just that, like pets, like when you got a charisma, it's actually it's just solid, man. I slept on it for a while. Let me see. So there's actually another thing that I wanted to mention too, from my old standpoint video. So I know that I stated that um the build that you choose depends on the time that you have in a day to, do certain things. Well, it's so funny that I'm a beast build now, but at the same time, it doesn't necessarily mean that I have, all the time in the world to play AQ. But at the same time, I did it because I wanted to maintain my power. Because what's the point of having dexterity um when I don't use range weapons like that? Like I don't use range like that. I did at the time. I still have probably like um a few range weapons in my inventory, but I just don't use them. I don't use them at all. Okay, I gotta put the damage away. So yeah, it was no point. It was no point. Um, so I just switched to charisma, and ever since then, like I've just seen my pets and my guests do so much damage. It's a beautiful feeling. Yeah, it's a beautiful feeling indeed. It's definitely a beautiful feeling indeed. Yeah, Thrym does a lot of damage. Let's see. Here's the thing that I also wanted to mention. I'm glad that I thought about it just now. So I feel like the difficulty of these monsters depends on the items that you have. And the more premium items that you have, the higher chance you have of beating these monsters. Now, a lot of people will hear this part and probably be the quickest to disagree. And I'm all for it, honestly. But I feel that way strongly because, and I'm not saying that you're just automatically, I'm not saying that buying a Z token item or buying premium items is a win button. But at the same time, when you buy these items, you have a pretty good edge. And a lot of the times when these items come out, it's usually like I'm not saying that this is the case all the time, but I feel like it's the beginning of a meta for some reason. Like, okay, big example, like the pack that I've recently obtained, the Doomlight Ember Heart, that's a backlash set. And people have been talking about Dodge Lash like for a while. I'm not sure how useful that strategy is now. I'm pretty sure it's still pretty useful. Um, but at the same time, it's like an endless cycle in a way because AQ or AE, I keep saying it, but I'm just gonna keep doing. It. I'm gonna keep doing it too. Um, they want to discourage us from using the same items. Hence why items get balanced, and I understand that completely. Um, but what I'm not understanding is these items that come inside the Z token packages, or even certain Z token items, you know, they are special items, and people are using these items. And now, as I've noticed, people have been requesting like clones of these items for a while. So it's like kind of like an endless cycle until AQ makes adjustments to make, excuse me, to make those items actually good. What is this? I definitely did this quest already, but at the same time, okay, okay, it's a magic spell. Okay, um, that's kind of cool. Wait a minute, is that a pony? Hey yo, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I low key want to get um this face, so I think I might do it. Oh no, my face inventory is full. You gotta be kidding me, bro. Okay, so let me see. Um, oops, let me click inventory. Oh wow. Okay, so let me see something. I feel like I could potentially get rid of uh. Oops, I didn't mean to do that, but I mean, as long as I don't save the sort order, right? Let's see. Some of these faces I barely even use, but I think I just have it just because I don't think I use this face like that. Honestly, nothing against the face, but I think I got it just to have it. It just looks like, honestly, the best way to describe that face, the look of that face is like derpy. Like, and I think that's what they was going for too. Um, I don't know, man. Damn, bro. I swear I didn't think that I ran out of face slots. But I don't really be getting faces like that. Um, wait, actually, go back really quick, just in case. So yeah, I'm actually gonna get. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna get that face because it looks cool. Didn't want to switch to it though. I didn't think that I would have to customize it on show. Oh my goodness, why? Hey, hey, yo, wait a minute. He got the. That's cool. Okay, wait a minute. All right, they might have did something. They might have did something. They might have did something with that. Okay. Okay, so let me see. Shadow color. Let me test something out. All right. Now if this works, it looks like it has changed the ponytail. Wow. Okay, that's kind of messed up. That sucks. So wait, okay, so all of this is one basically. Okay. Oh no, why does it look like that? Look, I just dived in a whole bunch of mud. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, folks. I am lost right now because yes, of course, I'm trying to make the skin color match, but at the same time, I feel like some of these is too light. I don't know. Maybe it's the hair. Uh, okay. So yeah, we definitely gonna keep it green. Okay, wait a minute. I have an idea. I don't know if it's gonna work though. Let's see. Um, so we're gonna take the base color of the hair. See if we can make it the shadow color for the face. No, it looks like I got charcoal on me. Hmm. I don't know, cause like I don't want to do gray, cause gray is just gonna look, is just gonna stand out too much. Let's see, hair. For some reason, gray is looking decent for the hair, but this would be perfect for like something for Christmas or something like that. All right, wait. I still feel like I should change. I can't believe I'm spending this time doing this. This is the last thing I want to spend time doing on a video, but at the same time, why not? Um, I'm just really confused right now because I want to make the face uh look decent, but the options is just like it's there, but it's not there. Like I could do this, but I don't know. There's something off. Um, let me try something out one more time. This probably look even worse with this color, but I'll experiment. Okay, and then we're gonna change that. Okay, that's a little better. That's actually a little better because it's not too shadowy, but it's not too gray. So yeah, I think that might be right. That might be right. I think I might have fixed it. Let me see. And that's the thing that kind of sucks. You can't make it completely pitch black. I mean, you can, but you can't really see the details of the hair. So I can either go black or I can go. I think I go black though, honestly. So yeah, I think that's all right. Um, so this face would be in commemoration of my cousin as well. Might as well, right? Um, so no, this is not a video about me spending Z tokens because for one, I already looked in the shop and uh, I mean, I wouldn't buy these faces willy nilly because they have to again pique my interest, like how the face that I have on currently does. Uh, I don't know why I thought I had this face. Do I have this face? No, I don't. Um, that's a nice face though, but I don't know. I don't think so. That's actually kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. They got like a meme mug. That's kind of cool. Okay, maybe I should have went to the other shop. Oops. Mm, Custom faces is what I was trying to go to, but I had to realize that these custom faces are custom faces. So, um, that's actually really cool. That's a nice, that's a nice face. But, um, so I'm just gonna just throw it all in one compliment. All of these Z-Talker faces, in their own way, are awesome. Are awesome because the fact that you guys really had the idea of how to make the face, definitely dope. Um, I wish I could make a dope custom face, but yeah, this is nice though. Hmm. This is a tough face too. I like that. Huntress. Itachi knockoff. Yeah, these faces aren't too bad. Um, I think the only reason, and I'm not saying that all these faces I wouldn't get, because there's definitely a few in here I probably would, I guess, grab. Um, but overall, no, only because these are other people's ideas, and don't get me wrong, like these faces look nice. Um, but I kind of would at least rather get my own first, uh, before I try other folks. But um, but these designs are dope though. I will say that. Without a doubt, without a doubt. But that's it for now as far as this video. Um, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I definitely will do more videos like this, even despite me not having 1,000 subscribers. That's no longer a requirement, obviously, for me to make videos with Facecam. I just thought it would be a special thing for me going along this journey, but I'm gonna take a different approach as far as just everything now to hope for a better result. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the next video. Whether it be the next event, next random video, just stay tuned and you'll see. Um, yeah, so that's it for tonight. Peace and take care. By the time you guys see this video, it's definitely not going to be the time that I get done this video. Um, and also, I forgot to mention, I'm gonna get better with this. That's a fact. If you guys like, I'd recommend subscribing to my new channel. My new channel link will be posted in my description. And I'm actually actively posting. I'm again brainstorming day by day as far as things to post. So please subscribe for updates, more videos on that channel in particular. And of course, continue following this channel if you guys are currently following this channel. There's much more to come. Um, I just want to say I appreciate those who have been here through this journey, through the trial stages, and you folks will definitely be the folks I think for when I get to where I need to be. So that'll be all this time officially. Um, Peace and battle on.